Hello! Today I am doing a tune-up on a Stihl FS65AV small engine from like the 1960s or 70s. I don't know, this thing looks crazy. It looks like a single cylinder. I don't know, I'm going to say 6.5 to me sounds like it's 6.5 horses, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to guess too much because I don't know much about this engine. I'm trying to repair it for a friend, a buddy, tune it up, and get it back out so he can destroy some blackberries. Alright, so here is what I'm at now. I've removed the gas tank because I was like, you know, I've got this filter here, and his in here is pretty old, and the hose itself goes continuous through. This hose is pretty old. I don't want to snap the plastic off on it, so I'm trying to be as careful as I possibly can, because I can't ask him to order another one because he'd be like, fucking asshole, you know. And that didn't come in this kit, which is really weird. It actually came with a whole bunch of other stuff that's not in this kit. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. I decided to pour the contents out, so let's see how it comes out. I can't go that route. That's going to take too long. So when I actually initially opened, you can see a little bit of it here on this gas cap. Moisture got into the gas tank a little bit, and by using it, filtered it through the engine. Sounds like it's got good compression. I mean, it's lifted on its own. That's still solid. But we are still changing out this spark plug as well. It was really crazy because I was like, there's only one different thing about the carburetor. I'm going to remove this pin and see if it actually goes the same direction. I don't know if it's going to affect anything there. It doesn't really, but I want it to actually look like it did when he gave it to me, because yeah, it just seems right. So, oh, I see why they do that. All right. Sweet. Oh, no! All right, so we're definitely empty. And this stuff looks gross. Check this out. Oh, it smells like old gas. Let's see if there's any sand or anything in it. Let me get that right. There we go. Oh, that's not right. It's just more on me. Care more about care more about the work. So we care more about the work. That's all that matters. Let me clean my hands off. I got a microfiber towel over here. Should probably go grab the gloves instead of constantly have to go upstairs, but screw it. It does feel like there is some dirt inside this, the oil, fuel. Let's call it fuel at this point because it came from the gas tank. Alright, let's go ahead and get this, fuck. Are you serious? Please be the right one. Alright, so I'm gonna have to, I'm really tired of running outside for tools. I might have to MacGyver a way to be able to get that spark plug out. How'd they do it in the 60s? You know? I'll worry about it later. Alright, let's go ahead and get back to the important part. We're gonna go ahead and try to remove the whole, I'm coming from mechanics, so when I'm thinking about this, the whole fuel filter and fuel pump assembly, we're going to remove it from the tank. earlier I loosened the screw, it doesn't really seem so loose as I thought it was. So let me go ahead and loosen a little bit more, just for best measures, you know. Doesn't hurt to do it. That nut is just spinning. So maybe I didn't loosen it. That nut probably just spun. Let me go ahead and fix that nut real quick. On my leg! Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Safety first. Alright. So I managed to get it off, but I don't want to break that nubby, so we're going to twist and pull. Don't ever go sideways. Don't ever do anything else. So when you got a rubber hose, always twist and pull. Twist and pull. It's coming out. Looks like it's coming out because it's getting some space on it. Look. So, something's coming out. There it is. Bam. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? We're replacing this anyway. So I don't really care about this one. Gonna go ahead and cut that and have that one go through the top. Now it's a puzzle there. I'm not in a hurry. Bam! We're not in a hurry. Oh, burly. So this is what it's supposed to look like, right? Although this one's an interesting one. Looks like it's like a... I don't know, but that's what it looks like. That's kind of gross. That's interesting. It didn't come with snap rings. But I think I can reuse those. Probably not, because the line is a lot shorter on this one. I can reuse them. But I'm not exactly sure why they need to be so super duper tight. I can reuse that. I can pinch that closed. That's actually a pretty cool little snap ring right there. Alright, so we don't want to break this nubby. So let's grab it right at the end. Twist. No! Wrong one, spun! Oh, that's a metal one. Sweet, we can clean this one up. Oh, there's a lot of dirt in there. Imagine trying to get dirt through there. It's not even going to be a clean flow. Listen to this. Oh, there was so much shit in there. There was so much stuff going through. Ah. Shouldn't have done that. I should have used a rag. Alright, we're sounding a little clearer. Let's go ahead and give you a clean up there. Always clean things, because you could probably reuse it. Ah, I used all the mineral spirit. Balls. Alright. So this can probably come off, no? Alright, so I don't want to break this. I wanted to get this to the littlest point that I could. So I'm trying very hard. Oh, I got a space right there. This one, it spins, but it doesn't really go anywhere. And I gotta try very hard to get the hose to rip somewhere. I could use pliers, but let's see if it will work this way. If I can hold it here, just go straight back. Booyah! Oh, and it's metal. I didn't have to worry about it. I could have just bent it. Fuck. Damn. Things you learn afterwards. Jesus. Alright. So, we have this pretty yellow tube, which I think, honestly, I think we should run it on the outside. And then we have this black tube, because that was on the inside. But we don't need this much. The tank's not that far. In fact, it's going into it, and I want to clean the bottom of it. Should probably have a all-purpose cleaner out here. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I went and grabbed some, let's call it a multi-purpose cleaner, but it's alcohol. Tainted alcohol. Okay, there's the other rubber piece. I was curious on where the other rubber piece here is, because there's a rubber piece here, but there isn't one here. I found it. Terrible smell. Phew. Terrible, terrible smell. Mixing whatever the fuck that is, this is gonna make a noxious fume, dude. Gonna make sure everything's clean while it's going together, because if it's not clean going together, well, to be honest with you, I don't know. Dirt could still be present. It could mess things up. I don't want to flex that down too much, but let me go ahead and run a screwdriver down there. Give it a quick wiping. Wiping. Meow. My cat's running around, so you might hear her run by. What? We're gonna move that. That's a terrible smell. Over there. Close that. Alright. Now, we are at the stage. This hose, where did I cut it from? There we go. Is that long? We're gonna go ahead and cut that length of hose. Measured out. Let's give me a little bit. There you are. My scissors suck. They're not scissors. I did not prepare for this video. Alright. And we now have... Damn, I didn't give myself anything. Didn't give myself a thing. This is going to be interesting. Stretch. Of course. Special kind of hose, and of course I cut it. Let me see that yellow one. Is it bigger? Yeah. That was kind of annoying. That totally straight up looked like a real thing. Alright. Well, It's silicone, right? Let's make that hose. Don't have a lighter with me. I might have to pause. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So this is technically what I'm trying to get to from this tiny hose. I got the tiny hose part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the smallest Phillips head screwdriver I have. I'm going to insert it into the inlet over here. And since it's silicone, I'm going to hold the lighter a little distance away, but try to give it a little bit of heat while rotating the silicone hose so it can form itself to this size of the head of the screwdriver. So then I can actually put it over without tearing or hurting it. And it actually picks up the shape like that. So let me get that on there a bit. Damn it, why did I have to cut it? Stupid Brian. So this is what I've got. Got a little nipple in there. I probably want to get a couple ripples. I should have licked it. Probably may have went a little faster. Alright, so we got pretty much a good distance. What are you doing? Damn it, I'm kind of a little afraid to burn it. Don't want to burn it. There we go. I saw it shine. Alright. Bloop. Now, let me go ahead and bring it up. You can see the differences in the holes, if it ever focuses. Autofocus. One is much larger than the other at this time. So we're going to go ahead and bore the other one out. Let's go ahead and see how this one fits. No, I don't want to get stuck. Alright. Let's do this one properly. I got weird shit on my fingers. Of course I do. No, that would rip it. Definitely would rip it. I'm going to try to avoid that one. It's okay, that goes to the filter. It just crimped it. We're good. But I got a lot more on this time. So we're good, we're good. Bloop, rejected. So I'm going to probably have to reuse those snap rings for sure. Bore scope. Oh no. Snap ring too big. Uh-oh, I might have to overlap it then. Sounds like a plan. So if you need to ever overlap a, I don't know, whatever this thing is. Don't have another one, so I'm going to have to do it this way. Kind of just want to pry up on one side of a clip. So if one side of the clip is higher than the other, it will fold over. All right. Oh, I didn't go high enough. But it's okay. We're in a good place to be able to go just like that. Wow, that sucked. You're not really a great clip. So bring you back up. Alright. So, what can I do? Those are for the outside ones. Is this gonna even work? No. Is this gonna even work? Alright. Fun times, fun times. So it feels like it's pretty tight on there. I don't really know if I want to mold it to that, so I'm going to leave that there. I don't think there's a lot of pressure. I think this is more of a gravity-fed thing, so I'm pretty sure that's all right. Oh, I'm spilling all over myself. Forgot to put gloves back on. Bloop. I even brought them down. What's up, kitty kitty? Boop. Alright. On to the next thing. This thing is almost prepared. I want to get this line prepared. It wasn't very large. This line, honestly, I could probably reuse it. Where's the nail? There it is. Yeah, I could probably reuse it. Let me see. It's not seaming, so let me try to return back to the MacGyver thing. It's got a smaller tip on the other side that is really tiny. Oh, it's not even... it's a spring. Alright. getting in here now. I like using the spear side. The spear side's better. Hey, hey, hey. We're not going to be throwing that. You know, maybe it might be pretty cool to be able to see your fuel. I'll go with the initial thought that I had. We'll go with the see your fuel going through so you can determine on whether or not your fuel is flowing. Because there still is a part on here that, oh, I forgot. Oh, I really forgot. Man. Well, I gotta fix it. And I could still take it apart and put it back on. But, and just reminded myself that. Alright, so I forgot to put the clip on. I really hope that's just dirt I'm cleaning off on the other side. Yes, it is. This should have been the first thing I put on. It's okay though. I noticed it too. I was like, oh, bollocks. Alright, so I think that goes that direction, and this can go, I'll just put you over this spot because it's smaller and I don't want to open the bracket any further. So let's go this way, and that way. Alright. Let's put you back in place. Come here, fingertip. Come here, Phillips head. And I remember that being that direction, so I can undo it. I have thought to go that way. Let's see, that looks like it has a little... Nope, looks like it's right where it needs to be, because it doesn't want to go any further, and there's a stopper on the backside. Just going to go ahead and fully tighten it so I don't forget about it later. Alright. Tightened. Oh, you look a little off. Man. What's up? Uh-oh. What'd you find? Kill it! Bring it here! Meow. There we go. Now we're straight. Thinking this hose maybe a whole bit long or positioned wrong. It needs to be in a corner, like right there. And there we go. Okay, it just needs to be positioned in a corner. We're going back to the fuel thing. I'm going to pause for a moment because I only have 10 more minutes that I can do this. Hello again. I had to come back because I had a little bit of a snafu, but now it's all back working. I was like, oh no, it's not. Oh, well, it's not all the way pushed down. But there it is. Okay. Now it works. I have it now looking as identical as it was to when I pulled it out. Now I am just trying to figure out which direction it goes and how. So, because the orientation, that needs to go that way. That just doesn't seem right. Because, I mean, even if I were to put this in, right, have it at this angle, right, pull the throttle, and that's not working. So, I have to figure that one out right quick. And that seems like the appropriate direction. There goes the cat. Because it seems to fit proper. Okay, we're ready to go back together. Not really, not that fast. I think it's this one. Pretty sure it's this one. Because it goes clean through. Nope, wrong way. Let's assemble this outside of the unit. Can't do that one one-handed. Okay, so this is how the direction of it went. Bam. Okay. And then this one goes up and goes over. Hello, new gasket. We're gonna flip this over proper. Kind of tired of messing with it. My cat's hungry. She's running around crazy. And this is going on the engine this way. So, and then we have our pin sticking out for the next gasket. Bada boom. And now we're going back together. Oh, keep those together. Keep those together. I'm gonna feed you in a minute. She's a little hungry. That's what happens when you lose focus. That was going good, cat, until you ruined it. Here you come to ruin it again. Damn it. Thought I would have had that back together quick, but I'm trying to shoot it for 14 minutes and 2 seconds because that's all I got left. Damn it, I dropped the filter. Or, yeah, I dropped the gasket before I dropped. Man, the bolts just keep sliding right through. That's really what's happening. I'll put that in place afterwards. There we are. Back up the bolts. Tighten the bolt. Back up the bolt. That's what I want to hear. Tighten the bolt. Back up the bolt. That's what I want to hear. Tighten the bolt. Alright, I'll torque that with the flathead. Let's go with a bigger one. Yeah, that one feels like it's got way more torque. Okay, here comes the flathead. Oh, you suck at the bulls. Let's flatten you back out. Alright, that's done. Put the linkage back on. Oh yeah. Wrong side, dummy! You can't pull the cable. You gotta pull the freaking throttle back, bro. Throttle. Man, I had the opportunity to put it on when I had the carb off, but I didn't because I was like, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and put it back on afterwards, and then here I am, fidgeting around, trying to get it right. Okay, now our gas tank goes here. We're going to go ahead and put this into place because our hose is there. And this hose is slightly modified. Only one side of it is like that, and like the way we did it earlier, instead of both sides. Because the other side is smaller. Would it fit around the gas tank still? Question mark? Nope. It didn't even do it in the first place. What was the point? Point of those. Alright, here we go. Going in for the kill. Doing it for the thrill. Alright. And we want to go, I kind of want to do it like that. Have it kind of come up and go out like that. So I'm going to want to cut it right around there. And then spin it down. When you spin it down, you're making it create a loop. All on its own. Crazy thing is it's right next to the spark plug. This goes in place yonder. With this one. Nope, not that one. That's the intake one. This one. Cheers. Cheers. Mini gift. Bam. Oh, I got 6 minutes left. All right. So the old one's not like too bad, but I mean, in comparison, it's not bad. I mean, it's covered in oil, but it's not worth. It's not like not worth putting. Oh yeah, it's a burly beast right there. What are you doing, kitty? Watch that one not be right. It went right in. Matched everything else when I looked at it earlier. Find out in a minute. Oh, I don't have any two-stroke fluid. balls. Well, besides that, it's ready to go. I don't have any two-stroke fluid, but I'm pretty sure he'll understand. Let me go put the balls air filter in. Hang on. Alright, so here's the other air filter. There was actually quite a lot of restriction in it because it was soaked in water and oil. Now it's just soaked in oil. So, GD, whoa, that was a big one. Ooh, dang, I got a little scared. Because I was like, you know, that piece went in. And I had to dismantle this one, the other unit, as well. And it also has a bearing in the inside. It's supposed to have a spring, you know, to push it into place. But anyway, I think it's been taken apart before. That's usually a sign. Anyway, here's the giant size bearing. The other one was super tiny. And then when I saw that on the ground there, I was like, oh! But yeah, we're good. All right. Should have used a Phillips head. Would have probably gone faster. You kind of want the intake to be the other way, right? I think I want the intake to be the other way. Like wreathing flames, you know. And it also says choke on it. Sweet, I didn't even know that. No? Alright, and we are back together. I probably can't really try it. May not start. I don't know if it would. Maybe whatever's left inside it might spark a little and turn over a bit. Let's find out. Choke. Oh, barely works. What is that, bro? Alright, so it's not adjustable there. Only adjustable there.